I spoke to him, and he is in shock. He's traumatized by it. And I said, you can imagine, you're in a crash, you look back, one of your friends, one of your best friends, is there, unconscious, in a coma, and you feel so responsible for that. Imagine how you feel. So, like he says, any kind of punishment is nothing compared to what goes on.
And it fits also a little bit with Theo Janssen, maybe.
I only know Theo from my 20 days. He's a street guy. He's a good kid. He works hard. He's improved.
Also. Yeah, he's improved and changed.
Changed. He's fittest. As he says, nobody outruns him. But this is a big shock to him, and a big lesson, not just to him, but to the rest of football and to the younger players as well, especially.
Yep.
Let's go back to the training pitch. We followed you, and we want to see what you're doing on the pitch, because you have two very good assistants. Alfred Schreuder and Kees van Wonderen.
The legend.
The legend, hè, Kees van Wonderen?
The legend.
Yeah. Sometimes you let them do the work. Sometimes you do it yourself. Steve, when do you do what you do? Is that just a feeling, or?
Yeah, some days are different days, I think, in football, when players come. Some days are maintenance days where you just ticking along and just going. Some days are serious days when you game days, like Thursday we play Saturday. Thursday is game day. It's serious.
11 against 11?
Yeah, 11. Lots of tactics. Other days we can leave to other things that I like to observe. Sometimes I like to be in. You know, I've developed from at the beginning when I first started. I did everything. Nobody got a look in. To now to more. I'm in on the big things, and the other things I'll observe.
Can you really be angry to the players?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Every minute, every day.
Yeah?
Because you are always... There are 25 players you are trying to look at, and not every one of them is doing the right thing.
Okay, and then you really...
This is... You want to win football matches. To win football matches, the players have to do their job.
With tactics, what do you mean with tactics, Steve? What do they mean?
I have to explain. He thinks that trainers are not important for the game.
Yeah, no.
That's
as people's managers, okay. But tactics, you think we do, Thursdays we do a lot of tactics. What does that mean?
I think preparation is key to winning a football match. And preparation is not just in yourself, but preparation is for an opponent. So whoever you play, you need to know how they play, what they will play, who their dangerous players are, what will they do.
So you play 11 against 11, the other team plays the system of your opponents.
You try to do that, but you put things in their mind. You don't overcoach.
It's not
one of the things, I think the key thing you are saying, and I agree with, is not to overcoach. Is to make sure you don't give too much information.
Football games are won by technique, by the genius of Perez.
Many things. Tactics, individuals, fitness. There is so many components now to winning a football match. It's not just one thing. It's a build-up of many, many things. And that's what you work on during the week.
I've one question. I really want to know. What do you do at the end of half-time? Where are you?
Yeah, I sort of knew this would come. I come in.
Twente Ajax.
I come in.
What happened? Where were you?
I come in 5 minutes. I let the players calm down. I gather my thoughts, give my message. The next 5 minutes may be individual messages. Then I have a little short message before they go out. Then I have 2 minutes on my own to compose myself. To read what the second half will do, substitutions, what they might change, and what. So just to get my thoughts in order, and then I come out. Sometimes I'm on time, sometimes I'm not. Quite a few times.
We call it superstitious.
Quite a few times I've not, and we've scored a goal.
Okay. Superstitious.
Are you superstitious?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What special things do you do?
I don't know about superstitious, I call it routine.
Okay, but what kind of strange routine you're doing before a match?
There are too many.
What kind of underwear?
Ja, same.
First your left sock. First his left sock.
Ja, nee, dat is toch vaak een bijgeloof dat spelers, of misschien wel trainers, een bepaalde geluksonderbroek aantrekken of een slip onder een voetbalbroekje. Nooit van gehoord?
Oh ja?
Nooit van gehoord?
I think it's routine. I like to call it routine.
Routine.
And then you are comfortable in your routine, and then you can do your job.
Okay. And what kind of player were you at the time of Hull City? You played more than 170 games. For Hull
I would say more of a controller. I couldn't run, wasn't quick, not very mobile.
That's not much.
And could pass a ball, and I probably talked more than I should.
And you didn't change much, because we find a nice picture, and it's the same here.
Oh my God! Oh God!
Yeah, great.
My mother would like that.
Yeah. And then your period with the national team, because I can imagine that a coach like you wants to work every day with the players. You love to do it. As a national coach, it's a very honorable job. But yeah, normally it is. But you didn't like it at the end, or?
We didn't qualify, so of course it was seen as a failure, and it was, because we should qualify. We didn't. It's my responsibility, and I had to take that. So it was 18 months. I'd worked with England for 6 years with Ericsson as assistant. Enjoyed my time. The opportunity came along. I couldn't turn it down, and I felt I knew the players well enough, and the squad was good enough to go on and build. And unfortunately, things didn't work out.
You lost against Croatia.
Yeah, that's right. And we had a lot of things went wrong, and we had a lot of bad luck. But ultimately, I have no excuses. I took the responsibility, and 18 months were very, very interesting.
Yeah, but I can imagine that you love the Dutch press.
Yeah, the press is part of it, and I'd seen enough with Ericsson for 5 or 6 years to know what they were like.
But they were terrible for you in England.
If you fail,
is that also a reason to train abroad now?
I always wanted to do that. Thank you very much. I must say that.
This was terrible.
That was my one thing. I never read the newspapers.
No,
never read them.
And you had a trick for the journalists when they came to make an interview with you, because they had to come up north in England, huh?
Yeah, I invite them to my nice little village and nice restaurant for lunch, and we talk football. So.
It was a long trip.
It was only 2 hours on the train.
Let's watch 2 of your tabloid press colleagues. It's not a real colleagues, but press people. What was their opinion, and what is their opinion now?
Wally and the brother, yeah. Well, as the England regime was unravelling, and we came to this disastrous last night against Croatia, where the heavens opened and it sort of wept with rain all in the evening. It was a pretty desolate scene, and Steve came out at the start of the game with this umbrella, and one of the newspapers killed him at the Wally in the brolly. I don't know if you have a Dutch equivalent of Wally, but it's not very flattering.
Well, Wally is just slang, soft slang.
Not very flattering, though.
It's not flattering. It's soft slang for idiot or fool, So it's not, and it rhymes with brolly, and he has an umbrella, and I mean.
So why the brolly?
Well, because it was raining, and he didn't want to get wet.
Now he can laugh. I know. Immediately afterwards, a lot of his friends sent him umbrellas. There's no point in hiding away from it. You've got to laugh at yourself and say, certainly after a time, he could do that. But it symbolised the way his regime had gone horribly wrong with England.
Did he deserve that treatment, do you think, then?
No one deserves to be... no one deserves the mockery. But did he deserve the criticism? Yes. Yeah, if you have a squad of that talent and you don't qualify, then that's how it is, I mean, you're going to be criticised and you have to take it, and you have to look at yourself and think why.
There's no doubt that the criticism of an England coach goes over the top in this country. Capello's had an easy ride so far, but I mean, if England have a disastrous World Cup, then he'll get it as well. It's born of a desperation that we haven't won a tournament since 1966. We crave victory, and if someone can't deliver it, then they get it in the neck.
And if he were to win the league, it would be big news in England.
A year ago, if you'd have told fans of Aston Villa, you've got Steve McClaren, there'd be problems. If you told them now, then maybe they would, be very accepting.
There's a bit of time has passed from England. He's gone away, he's changed, he's done something about it. So I think people are grown up enough. I hope they are anyway. It might not come across that way, but people are grown up enough to change themselves.
In some ways, personally, I hope that Steve continues to thrive abroad. Actually, the temptation for him will be to come back to England. Personally, I think he should, whether it's with Twente or even a different club or a different country, I'd love to see him continue to thrive in a foreign climate.